Thomas the tank engine likes feeling important. If you asked him, he said that his branch line is the most important part of the whole railway. Being the number one engine can make Thomas a bit puffed up in the smoke box. Watch out, he wheezed. You'll get my paint all dirty. Pulling trucks is a dirty job, teased Ben, but you would know nothing about it. I've pulled trucks, said Thomas, but I can't just be looking dirty right now because I have my passenger train. It just wouldn't be dignified for the number one engine. You'll understand when you have your own branch line someday. Dignified? Pah! You're full of it. You're just jealous that I have the best line on the whole railway. It just means that somebody's too big for his buffers, teased Ben. He and James laughed. Before Thomas could say anything, the guard blew his whistle. My buffers are not big. They're just jealous. They're jealous. When their train was over, Thomas returned to the yard to drop off Annie and Clarabelle. The coaches had some words for him. You had better line up before you get into trouble, Thomas. Thomas, often hearing his coaches being faithful, decided to just ignore them. A man walked up to him. Thomas, I need you to take some empty cars out of the yard to make room. Emily was supposed to take them, but has been delayed. But sir, I just got back from my train. Can somebody else do it? You're the only engine available, Thomas, and really useful engines don't argue. Yes, sir. Come along, said Thomas. Let's get this train moving, shall we? Why the rush, Thomas? Asked Duck. If I must pull freight cars, said Thomas, then I can show Ben that I can do more than one job. Careful, number one, tooted Ben. You don't want to get too big for your buffers. But Thomas didn't listen. Soon Thomas was racing along with his cars clattering behind him. Now this is how you pull freight cars, he puffed. But the signalman had forgotten to change the points, which were switched to an old line. Soon Thomas was on the wrong track. Oh no, shouted the signalman. Trains aren't supposed to go down that line. The old branch line was weak and rusty and hadn't been used for a long time. Careful, wailed the driver. But Thomas wasn't listening. He was thinking about what he would say to Ben when they next met. Then there was trouble. Ah! Help! Wailed Thomas as he came off the track and rolled down a hill. The driver and fireman had jumped clear before the crash, but poor Thomas lay dazed and surprised at the bottom of the hill, feeling very undignified. The Vat controller soon arrived. Well, Thomas, you wanted to show Ben a thing or two, and you certainly have. You've shown him how silly it is to go down old branch lines. You will have to remain there for the meantime. Hopefully it will teach you to be more sensible in future. Sorry, sir. It was dark by the time they managed to haul Thomas back onto the rails, where he was taken to the steamworks, where he was now alone. Wasn't very dignified of you to come off the tracks like that, was it, Thomas? Peeped Ben. James sang a song. Look, there's Thomas, who wanted to pull a goods train, but came off the rails instead. Thomas said nothing and pretended to go to sleep. The next day, Thomas was repairing back at Nafford, ready for work, but he was still feeling very unpleased with himself. Everyone makes mistakes, said Duck. Even number one engines like you. Ben's sorry he teased you, said Toby. And I'm sorry I was too big for my buffers, said Thomas. But between you and me, I think I'd rather pull my passengers for a while.